Hello everyone, thank you for watching Mad Trucks with Marcos. Today we have a 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited JL. The new JLs are obviously now rolling out. People were customizing, there was customized Jeep Wrangler JLs out there before consumers could even get their hands on a regular one. There's a lot of different options out there. Right now we're going to show you, I guess, the equivalent of our low center of gravity package for the JK on the JL, which is essentially the most cost-effective way of fitting 35-inch tires on a stock suspension. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Helps us do more cool videos. You can check out any of our inventory at kunescountrytrucks.com. Alrighty folks, so like I said, this is an 18 JL. It started off as a sport package. I do want to mention this one has the 2-liter engine upgrade with automatic transmission. You know, a lot of people were talking around the dealership, you know, before we actually had the 2 liters. How is it going to be once we lift them, once we put 35s on them? Is that really going to happen? Gosh, could you put 37s on them and have them still drive around? I mean, we have a couple at the store that we've actually lifted and done 35s on. They ride around great with no problems. This one has 35-inch tires, no suspension lift. So what we did with this one, this flare is essentially the same as like the Rubicon flares that you'd get. It is actually an accessory you can get right at our parts department, right at the Chrysler store in Elkhorn. You just order it up for your JL, and I don't remember off the top of my head how much the price was. It was pretty reasonable, cheaper than an aftermarket flare, a decent quality one. And basically gives you 2 inches more clearance there, which is what the Rubicons come with standard. And that allows us, with the right offset and back spacing, to run. So we have a 20-inch Method racing wheel on this one. I was actually talking to Matt before we did this. I'm like, dude, take some pictures of that center cap. Even though it's dirty right now, it's probably my favorite center cap on a wheel that I've seen, period. Center caps are obviously functional because you want to keep debris and mud out of that hub area. So there is some function to that. At the same time, a lot of companies, I feel like they have, they cover the lugs. And, they cover everything up with a big gaudy plastic cover that at the end of the day takes away from it. Sometimes less is more. And in this case, a really nice metal piece like that just really looks nice to me. And then the wheels are nice clean finish. These are very easy to clean if you're one of those people who likes to keep your wheels really clean. Easy to get a rag in there and do all that stuff. Of course, we have them wrapped in Toyo MT tires. These are 35, 12.5 on a 20-inch wheel. The Toyo MTs kind of speak for themselves. They're a great looking tire with a great reputation behind them. We use them all the time because we don't really ever have a customer come back and say, hey, we don't like this tire. So we like them. They're working really well for us. I will talk about the articulation on this. We did take it to a local mall and tested it out. And for your typical mall run, it's not going to do any rubbing. Even your moderate off-road stuff, it's not really going to rub even at full lock. But disclaimer, we haven't tested it at full articulation, but most people buying this have no problem with that. We've tested it more than they will ever try to. And it works really well. At the end of the day, you can come across, even if you don't buy a brand new set of 35-inch tires, there's a lot of people out there buy a set, they get tired, buy a new one. You can pick up a used set of 35s, wheels and tires usually with, a couple thousand miles on them. They're for sale all the time for $1,500, $2,000. And a set of flares for $500, $600, $700. And most people would think this is a lifted Jeep. It's a very economic package. Not a lot of labor involved. If you're, you want to get to learn your Jeep a little bit, you're going to plan on working on it in the future. Swapping the flares out is a great start. Really not a lot to it, and switching these actually come with lights and everything, which is really nice. You don't have to pull lights out of we were prepared actually to take the lights out of the old flares, put them in this. But right from Mopar, they actually sent it to you with the lights and everything in there, which is really nice. All right, and then, like I said, this is a really nice clean build. The only other thing that we had to do was some stuff on the spare tire area. We did do the Mopar heavy-duty tire carrier upgrade. So we have that nice relocation there. Brings the wheel and tire up and out a little bit, lets us run those 35s on there, and then of course, right from Jeep, we relocate the third brake light, which houses the backup camera and all those goodies, which is another nice feature about these JLs. But like I said, very nice clean build. you could do something like this to your Jeep from anywhere from 25 to 6 grand, you know, depends on how much you really want to put into the wheels and tires and what what other little stuff you pick. But it's a good starting point. And at the end of the day, if you said, you know what, I actually want to lift it, you don't have to do anything else to it. You just lift it and you're good to go. This Jeep, if it was lifted 2 inches, it's not going to look weird. It's not going to look goofy. It's still going to look right. So let us know if you have any questions. I do have this Jeep for sale right now at our Kunes Country Chrysler location in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Please feel free to give me a call. I'd be more than happy to help you out in any way I can. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.